Hey K-drama lovers! Welcome back to the channel where we dive into everything Korean drama, from the hidden gems that don't get enough love, to the massive hits that take over our timelines. And today's list is one I know you've been waiting for. We're counting down the top 10 best Korean series of 2025 so far, and because 2025 has already been a year of high-stakes thrillers and jaw-dropping action, I made sure to include some of the best action series alongside heartfelt slice-of-life dramas and romantic masterpieces. So, whether you're a fan of emotional storytelling that tugs at your heartstrings, or adrenaline-pumping fight scenes that keep you at the edge of your seat, you're about to discover your next binge. And hey, before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification, because I promise, you don't want to miss our weekly deep dives into the world of K-dramas. Alright, let's jump right in. Number 10. Resident Playbook. We're starting this countdown with a drama that feels both fresh and familiar. Resident Playbook is the highly anticipated spin-off of Hospital Playlist, one of the most beloved medical dramas in K-drama history. Instead of the older doctors we grew to love in the original, this series focuses on a group of OB/GYN residents at Yulj Medical Center. These young doctors are still learning the ropes, but their lives are anything but simple. Between balancing endless night shifts, their tangled love lives, and the constant pressure to save lives, this show blends the medical intensity with heartfelt human stories. What's beautiful about Resident Playbook is how real it feels. Every patient's story hits you differently. Some moments make you laugh out loud, like when the residents fumble during their first surgeries or get caught in hilarious cafeteria gossip. And then there are those deeply emotional moments where you're reminded just how fragile life is. The chemistry among the cast is undeniable, giving off that same warm, family vibe that Hospital Playlist became famous for. And the soundtrack? Just as comforting and nostalgic. For fans of slice of life and medical dramas, Resident Playbook is an absolute must-watch in 2025. Number 9. Dear Hongrang. Sliding into the 9th spot is Dear Hongrang, a drama that proves sometimes the quietest shows can leave the loudest impact. The story follows a young boy who goes missing under mysterious circumstances. Years later, he suddenly returns home, but here's the twist. He has no memory of who he is, where he's been, or what happened to him during that missing time. This setup alone hooks you instantly, but what makes the drama shine is the way it unravels the psychological trauma not just of the boy, but of his entire family. The parents are torn between relief and suspicion, while the siblings struggle to reconnect with someone who feels both familiar and foreign. It's not flashy, and it doesn't rely on jump scares or cheap thrills. Instead, Dear Hongrang is slow-burn mystery at its finest, layered with emotion, tension, and haunting atmosphere. The cinematography leans into muted tones, reflecting the emotional scars of the family. Fans have praised the young actor playing Hongrang for his chilling yet heartbreaking performance, proving once again that K-dramas know how to find talent that can carry heavy roles. This drama isn't just about a missing child. It's about identity, memory, and the bonds of family that time can never fully erase. Number 8. Weak Hero Class 2. Now it's time to turn up the intensity. Coming in at number 8, Weak Hero Class 2 has been one of the most talked about returns of 2025. The first season already made waves with its gritty portrayal of high school bullying and survival, and fans couldn't wait to see what would come next. This season, the stakes are higher, the fights are tougher, and the emotional toll is even heavier. Our protagonist, Yoon Se-yoon, played brilliantly by Park Ji-hoon, continues to battle not just with bullies, but with the trauma and scars left behind by his past struggles. What sets this drama apart is how raw and grounded it feels. The fight scenes aren't over the top or stylized. They're brutal, messy, and painfully realistic. Every punch feels like it carries the weight of years of anger, shame, and desperation. But what's even more powerful is the emotional storytelling that runs alongside the action. This isn't just about physical battles, it's about friendship, betrayal, and the lengths we go to in order to survive. Weak Hero Class 2 cements itself as one of the best action-driven youth dramas of the year. Number 7. Mercy for None. At number 7, we have a drama that blends noir, crime, and action into one stylish package. Mercy for None stars So Ji-sub as an ex-enforcer who tries to leave behind his violent past, only to be dragged back into the underworld after the brutal murder of his brother. This is the kind of drama where every shot feels cinematic. Dark alleyways, neon-lit streets, and rain-soaked nights. It's noir at its finest. But beyond the visual flair, what grips you is the story of a man torn apart by revenge and redemption. So Ji-sub delivers one of his most powerful performances to date, embodying a man who's as dangerous as he is broken. The action sequences are sharp and bone-crunching, but the drama never forgets its emotional core. Every choice the main character makes feels heavy. Do you give into violence and become the monster you've been running from? Or do you fight for redemption, even if it costs everything? That constant tug-of-war makes Mercy for None one of the most unforgettable dramas of 2025. Number 6. Low Life. Taking us back in time is Low Life, one of the most stylish dramas of the year. Set in the 1970s, this series follows a group of small-time crooks who stumble across a treasure, priceless pottery hidden beneath the sea. What follows is a thrilling, retro-styled heist drama that's as charming as it is clever. If you're a fan of heist stories like Ocean's 11 or Money Heist, this Korean take will have you hooked. The production design is absolutely gorgeous, with vintage costumes, old-school cars, and a soundtrack that feels straight out of a golden era. But it's not just about the thrill of the heist. Each character is written with depth, showing us their personal dreams and struggles. The series balances suspense with comedy, and every episode keeps you guessing whether they'll actually pull it off, or if betrayal is lurking just around the corner. It's rare to see K-dramas tackle retro heist stories, but Low Life proves that the genre works beautifully in the Korean drama landscape. Number 5. 1. High School Heroes. Coming in at number 5 is 1. High School Heroes, a drama that has captured younger audiences with its blend of teen angst, social justice, and thrilling action. The story follows a top student who decides to fight back against school corruption and violence after being wronged by those in power. Along with his friends, he takes matters into his own hands, forming a group of heroes determined to protect the weak and challenge the system. This show is packed with intense fight sequences, but what makes it shine is the emotional heartbeat at its core. It's about loyalty, friendship, and the struggles of growing up in a world that doesn't always play fair. The characters feel relatable, idealistic but flawed, brave but vulnerable. It's a drama that makes you root for the underdogs while also reflecting on the harsh realities of youth. Number 4. Trigger. At number 4, we enter the world of high-stakes crime with Trigger, one of Netflix's biggest Korean hits of the year. This thriller follows a former military sniper who becomes a police officer, only to find himself entangled in a dangerous game involving illegal arms trafficking. What sets Trigger apart is its relentless pacing. The series doesn't waste a second. You're thrown straight into the action with shootouts, chases, and a gripping cat-and-mouse game between law enforcement and criminals. But at the heart of it all is a character study of a man who has seen too much violence in his life, yet can't seem to escape it. Every decision he makes blurs the line between justice and vengeance, making you question what's right and wrong along with him. Fans have called it one of the most cinematic K-dramas ever produced, and honestly, it feels more like a big-budget movie than a TV series. Number 3. Shark, The Storm. Sliding into the 3rd spot is Shark, The Storm, a drama that pulls no punches, literally. It tells the story of a boy who grew up being mercilessly bullied, only to transform into a fighter as he's forced into a brutal world of survival and revenge. The fight choreography in this show is some of the best we've seen in K-dramas. Every battle feels intense, raw, and emotionally charged. But what really makes it stand out is the emotional weight behind every punch. This isn't just action for the sake of action. It's a story about pain, regret, and the choices we make when life corners us. You'll find yourself torn between rooting for the protagonist and worrying about how far down the path of darkness he might go. It's gritty, heartbreaking, and impossible to look away from. Number 2. When Life Gives You Tangerines. At number 2 is perhaps the most beautiful and emotionally rich drama of the year, When Life Gives You Tangerines. Starring IU and Park Bo-gum, this series is a nostalgic, decades-spanning romance set in a small seaside town. The show captures the essence of growing up, falling in love, and learning to heal generational wounds. It's tender, slow, and deeply moving. Every frame feels like a painting, and every performance is heartfelt. IU once again proves why she's one of the most gifted actresses of her generation, and Park Bo-gum matches her beat for beat with a performance full of warmth and quiet strength. Fans have described this drama as comfort food for the soul, something that leaves you smiling and crying at the same time. It's no surprise that it's already sweeping awards in 2025. Number 1. Squid Game Season 3. And finally, at number 1, we have the show that needs no introduction, Squid Game Season 3. This is the epic conclusion to one of the most influential dramas of our time. Song Ji-hyun returns, determined to take down the game once and for all. But as always, nothing is ever simple. Alliances shift, betrayals cut deep, and the survival games are more twisted than ever before. What makes this season stand out is not just the scale of the action, but the depth of its storytelling. The show forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about greed, humanity, and the price of survival. The final episodes are shocking, emotional, and unforgettable, cementing Squid Game as a cultural phenomenon that defined not just 2025, but an entire era of television. And there you have it, the top 10 best Korean series of 2025 so far, blending emotional slice of life, nostalgic romance, stylish heist thrillers, and action-packed blockbusters. So, which of these shows have you already seen, and which ones are you adding to your watch list right now? Drop your favorites in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this countdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our next deep dive into the world of K-dramas. Until next time, happy watching!